Hey guys, it's Duke, and welcome back to the episode of Afterlife SMP. This is episode number 8. And I just recorded 3/4 of an episode, and I went back and looked at the footage, and it was all terrible. I'm really sorry about that. So, you guys missed out on a lot of stuff. Basically, what I did is I started off the episode going to Logan's log shop, and I spent 8 diamonds, and I got 8 stacks of dark oak wood, and I was like, hey, this is a great way to start off the episode because it shows that I care about, Logan and everything he's doing. But that footage was trash, and I'm going to try to keep a certain building out of shot here because I don't know if he's okay with it being spoiled. But today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not going to be working on Daddy Flats because we need a little bit of a change of pace. We don't want to be working on the same project over and over and over and over again. That's just really not something that people want to see. They don't want to see the same thing because it gets boring and repetitive, and if no one wants to watch, then it's really disappointing for me, the creator, even though I could continue building the flats for like episodes upon episodes because I'm okay with doing that. It's just I know some of the viewers aren't. That's just realistic that people don't want to see the same thing over and over. They want to see them new and exciting every once in a while. So we're going to bring that in here. And I had an episode, like I said, already that I had something new and exciting in. But that footage got deleted by me on purpose. So we're starting over. And right now you're probably wondering why I'm staring at a bunch of trees. Well, I was looking for a spot for a spawn house. That's what we're doing in today's episode. And I was like, hey, these trees are really, really nice. They sort of block out spawn, yet you're still a part of spawn. So back here, we have the layout of what's going to be the biggest house in spawn. That's right. When does Duke not go big? Yeah. Alright, so I pretty much had this all laid out. I just need to bring some wood through this right here, just so it can look more stabilized. Not actually serving any purpose. But I'm really liking how this looks. I built the entire thing in a creative world, so I know what it looks like at the end, and I really do enjoy it, so I hope you guys do as well. But there's a lot that goes into it because, as you can see, it's a very large house. So that's not at all the one I wanted to pillar up on. It needs to be this guy. These middle, sort of rungs really aren't serving any purpose other than making the thing look a little bit more fortified. It needs to look like it has some structure to it. But I know what I'm doing in this entire thing, which is really cool. I know exactly what I want, and if I do it correctly, you guys should enjoy it as well. It's really just using a bunch of basic, easy-to-get materials. I'm not using the bone block. And the reason I have for that is just about everybody else is using the bone block right now. And sure, it looks good, but I don't want to jump on that bandwagon and use the bone block for everything because, I've seen multiple different builds on this server that uses the bone block, and I know of other servers and other people that are using it. And sure, it looks really good. I'll give them that. I really do like how it looks. But it's sort of like the reason I didn't go to the Nether. Part of the reason, okay, because, well, the reason I wasn't sad about not going to the Nether, because, I wasn't able to make it to the Nether on the fact I was uploading, and I'm sorry for tripping over my words there, but I really was kind of okay with missing it, and even though it's fun to hang out with the guys and stuff, video-wise, it's bad. It's really bad to have a collab with everybody else on the server, if we're not all doing something different, because if the videos are relatively similar, one person's gonna watch the one, and they're not gonna feel any need to watch anybody else's perspective, which, it's just the truth, it's just the reality of what happens there. It's sad that not everybody gets fair viewership on stuff like that, but that means I would have not gotten the amount of views I like seeing. I'm not saying YouTube's all about views for me. I mean, you know, the big guys who do this for a living, yes, they need all the views so they can support their family and whatnot. But me, I'm just doing this as a hobby. If I do want to grow, which I do, okay, it's just, this is just some talking with Duke, because it's sort of what I really think about YouTube. A lot of people say, you know, the small YouTubers, they say, oh, they're not doing this for the money and stuff, which is probably true. They're probably meaning it when they say, oh, we're not doing this for the money, we're just doing it for fun. But everyone who does YouTube wants to grow. Everyone. No one wants to just stay in the same spot, channel-wise, because you're not feeling rewarded for what you're putting in. And that is the truth. But it makes sense, you know? It's not something bad. If you do want to grow as a channel, and you are just doing this for fun, it's so relieving, and you feel a lot more accomplished when you do see growth on your channel. So, in that perspective, it is okay that I didn't go to the Nether with everybody else. You know, there's certain sort of collabs that everybody, when they do together, does benefit everybody. But another event, which is something I just straight out don't enjoy, like, nothing against those guys, but I have something against the Nether. I just really don't like the Nether. I never have, and I'm trying to keep this off camera, but I doubt I ever will. Like, the Nether's just not a place I want to visit. But yeah, actually, I'm just going to leave it on camera. Basically, White built something over there. It's a spawn house. I'm not going to get too close to it because it's a really cool build, and you guys should go check it out in his video. But yeah, basically, I guess I sort of went on a little YouTube, what I believe about YouTube, and are you guys okay with that? It's something different. Normally, I just strictly stick to building, and that's an okay thing to do at some points. In other points, I understand if people are interested in seeing a little bit more than just building, because after a while, you know, building does get boring. That's why I'm doing something different here. I'm doing something a little bit different, which I'm thinking will allow everybody who's watching and is consistently watching, because I have to say the Afterlife videos are getting tremendous support. I mean, absolutely, it's blowing me away with how much people are enjoying everything on Afterlife. That if I want to keep those people, which again I do because of the whole, you know, viewing and feeling accomplished thing, I need to do something different. So that's why I'm working on my spawn house today. It allows me to stay inspired for everything. I am still inspired on this. As you can see, I did start constructing on 4th Tower. I did not get far into it because I decided, hey, I want to work on a spawn house, and I don't want to have another episode of just working on the flats. So that's why I did that, and I hope that makes sense. As you can see, this house is big. Oh my gosh. It's so much bigger than like everybody else's things. We should probably go over back to the building again so I can sort of talk over what's going on, because you probably don't really know, you know, what I'm doing over here. It just sort of looks like a big heap of wood that has no general purpose. But we're gonna head over first near Zyro Vaults. There's a little bit of a underground storage area that's free to use. It's free for whatever. And actually, oh, over on one of the flats, which the little guy back in the back there's glass. You guys are wondering, Duke, how'd you get the glass? Well, Zyro had a bunch of sand over here, and he's like, hey, it's free. I'm like, okay, cool, because I needed it and I took it, and I don't feel bad about that, because why would I? It was community. Yeah, we need some cobblestone. We'll take 6 stacks. Hopefully that's enough. Actually, it's probably not, but it'll be enough to at least get us started. So let's sleep and type in chat for randomly so Jay can see it when he's in the console. You know, just average Afterlife stuff that I do. It's just sort of what I do. But yeah, the park will be worked on. We just need Dragonfrost for that. Logan and I are waiting for him to get back. But Dragonfrost is away on a vacation right now. So I'm not going to rush him home because I want him to enjoy that vacation, you know? I mean, obviously, I can't rush him home. I can't make him get here any faster because it's a family vacation, and Duke here does not have privilege to tell Dragfrost when to get home. But I'm also not going to be sort of stressing out about him getting home in time so we can, you know, finish recording the rest of the park because there's a lot that needs to be done, and I'm really excited to get working on that. But yeah, now that we're back over here, what was that noise? It sounded like a snake. Was it you? It's totally him. We're going to take down a little oak tree here. We can replant. I like leaving these trees here because they do sort of separate me from the rest of spawn. But I need the wood because I need a crafting table. I don't want to waste my dark oak wood. I'm kind of stingy about stuff like that. You know, if I'm going to buy stuff, I sort of want to keep it. But yeah, here's what we're going to do here. We're going to get a bunch of stairs. Absolute ton. And we're going to sort of make this thing look a little bit supported because this is not floor 1. Floor 1's up here. So what I had in my creative world is I did this. And it's very simple. It's a lot of the same texture. Oh, jeez, I like hiccuped at the same time. But because there aren't like andesite stairs or anything, cobblestone's really about... Oh, jeez, I hiccuped again. It's about the only thing that really works. So we're going to go with it. It actually looks alright. It actually looks a lot better than what I originally thought it would when I started building it in my creative world. But this is sort of the only thing I haven't worked out, is my entrance here. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I want slabs or stairs or what. Ooh, this is interesting. But I'll figure it out. We'll get it worked out, and it should look nice in the end. For now, we're more focused on the entire construction of this. And yes, there's going to be a little bit of a floating block there right now, but we're going to fill that in probably with andesite, just because of a little bit of a texture difference. And I was not accounting for having a 3 tall here. It's just because I started the build with this guy. Like, this is my first pillar I put in. So when I was doing it, I was like, hey, this actually works because it's too high all the way around. And then I realized, no, it's not. There's emptiness. And I don't like emptiness. I need it to be filled in because I won't feel confident in how it looks. True story. Honestly, you know what I could do here? I could just come in with some dirt. Fill that in. Covering a little bit of wood, but that's okay. And we'll just sort of terraform it a little bit. I think that's okay. That works. We can put like flowers and stuff in here eventually, so it looks nicer. Because I understand it doesn't look perfect at the moment. Nothing ever looks perfect until you've put in a lot of time and effort. And that's basically what I've gathered from my many years of playing. I've been playing Minecraft since 2010, so I really do have experience with the game. And I understand a lot of people don't really expect me to know. Like, expect me to have played that long. They figure, you know, I've just been playing for maybe a year or so. But no, I've been with the game since the very early stages. I believe it was late alpha when I started. I want to say it was like 1.1. But there were like updates before that. I think. I don't remember. All I remember is it was a long time, and then when beta came out, everybody's like, hey, you know, the game's getting... Oh, that's not where I meant to be to put in these. Actually, these are flipped. These need to be on the outside. But yeah, I remember beta and all it brought, you know, tall grass and wolves and I think bookshelves. Bookshelves might have been an alpha thing. Because bookshelves came in with, you know, reeds and I want to say beds were that same update. I don't remember. But cactus and stuff, I think, was all like a similar update. It was all basically... Okay, so we need to tear this one out. I believe, yeah. Yeah, these look... I think these look alright for a little bit of a support. Even though they're not touching the ground in spots like this, we're going to be able to put in some stuff here that makes it look a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know anybody who's had the game as long as I have, other than friends in real life that don't play the game anymore, because I found Minecraft due to one of my friend's brothers at the time. He had just finished like a texture pack, which I didn't even know like were things. I want to say it was might not have been a texture pack, but it was something. I think it actually was a texture pack. But it was back when Minecraft had 5 worlds, you know. There was a limit, guys, back in the day. I don't know how many people actually know about that there was a limit of Minecraft worlds you could make. You could make 5, and then if you wanted a 6, you had to delete one of them. The harsh realities of old Minecraft. The game's changed so much. It is incredible. Cobblestone used to have a different texture. It was darker, which I kind of admit I do like. Maybe a little bit better than this. Not because it looks any better, but because when I think about old Minecraft, I think of the old textures, like gravel used to have a different texture, which I did kind of like, but there were like red rocks in there, so it was like having a little bit of granite pebbles and stuff. I don't think people enjoyed that, so I feel like that's part of the reason they took that out. But you know, the textures now, there are a few different textures that are new, and they're okay. The retexturing, there was charcoal and coal used to be the same texture. I remember that. I remember when the charcoal texture was added. It was I think a good addition, because the charcoal like thing actually does look pretty cool. So we've just went all the way around with that. Okay. Made a little bit too many stairs, but better having more than not enough. Yeah, so I don't know how long I've been recording, but I'm just going to take a little break, because I've been talking for probably around 10 minutes, and I need to do some stuff, and I'll be back. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we're back, and I'm over here at the little bit of the river that we did. This is all new. I feel like I only did like this tree over. Wasn't a lot, but I did say I was going to work on it off camera, so I did. I don't know if there's really anything else I added in here, but it's really nice. I really do enjoy this. I need to work on those walls someday. I got to get that done, because those walls are very barren. I don't like that. You know, it looks weird. So we're going to head on back over, because I realized it wasn't 10 minutes I recorded. No, I recorded for 17 minutes. In that one go, and I feel like I can keep every bit of that recording. Like it just worked. Phone made some noise. Oh, okay. Oh, geez, it's nighttime. I should probably go sleep. But yeah, I did record a lot there, a lot more than I expected to. It took a long time to do all of that. I was not expecting it to take that long. Oh, I thought those reeds were creepers. That scared me. Yeah, it's cool though. Come on. Come on. But it allows me to just sort of enjoy recording, because there weren't many cuts. It's not like when okay. So I do this a lot. I'll say one thing and then I'll realize that it sounds bad or something. So I'll go back on what I said and try to defend myself. So basically what I tried to say there was, forget it. We're just gonna, I didn't say anything. We're gonna go build this, because we're gonna at least get something done in today's episode. This is technically all last episode, but it never got recorded, so you guys don't see it. Alright, okay. So, we need to, I got some spruce. I had some. So, we can turn that all into this, because we're gonna need that. And then come in here with a little bit of, that's nowhere near enough. We can do 40, 44, 46, 48. Didn't solve anything. We're just going to use the 48. That should, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Alright, forget it. Forget it. Duke's messing up. It's embarrassing. So what we have here is why I have those up right here and like that, and those aren't. It's because this is actually the walls of the house. This is just an outside porch. So we can come in through here, plant ourselves a little bit of slabs, which is nice because from the underneath, this is still going to be considered a part of the basement, like this entire thing was. So the basement's going to be a little bit larger, but look how that looks. That looks really cool. I really do, really do enjoy how that looks. So let's just pop out over here. Natural stairs, I love it. And come over here, fill the rest of this in. The porch should look pretty cool. I'm excited to see what it looks like. You know, in creative, when you build something, it looks okay because the building's all there, but I hadn't landscaped, I hadn't really done anything to spice up the build at all. It's just the building in my creative world. So what I have here is dark oak, and it goes up. We want to go up to that level. Yeah, that looks like it. So we have nice little 3x3s. A lot of this build is 3x3, like the majority of it honestly is. But it works. This is the only part really that the walls are 3x3s. Like that side over there, they're like, they're a lot bigger basically, and it looks good because you gotta have that little bit of variation, which allows everything to look good. So again, more of this. We can see how this is sort of look. This is the entrance right here, which means we have a stair here and a wood like that, and then we got the door, which don't know what kind of door I'm gonna go with yet. Not sure, but we need to figure that out. And then it's like so. Just come along through here. And really, what happens is when you put another wood here and another wood here, it looks terrible. By adding the stairs instead, it gives so much more depth. Oh, wrong stairs. Gives more depth, and it makes the windows look taller, even though they're not. Saves on glass. And it's just really cool. See, look how this looks. I think it looks all right. And then we're gonna have oak fence around here with buttons on all of these. The oak fence actually really gives a nice contrast because it's all this dark wood and then it's just bright. It actually turns out really nice. Actually, we can probably make some. Yeah, we can do this right now. That's how we're gonna end off the episode today. I have a feeling. Is it like this? Yeah, okay. We figured it out. And then it's wah-bam, bam, bam, wah-bam, bam, bam, wah-bam, bam, bam. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. It's just really a nice contrast. I really like it. I don't know if you guys do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I have a lot of work to do. I don't think I'll work off camera on this because this is sort of a fun thing I can do on camera with you guys. There's a lot that's going to go into this build that I feel will just be best if you guys are with me for the journey. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Duke. Goodbye.